Welcome to The Good Ride. My name is Jay DeSherry. I'm your friend who's always up for just one more lap. Today I'm going to share my review of the Jones solution with you. If I had to sum this board up, I would say this is an incredibly versatile alpine mountaineering board. Turns out Jeremy Jones, the father of human-powered snowboard videos, knows a thing or two about making an ideal weapon for the descent and an ideal weapon for the downhill. I was lucky enough to get this board out on a number of springtime missions, using it with my Nitro vertical bindings and my K2 Ender boots. So I would say sizing on this board, I was kind of nervous when I showed up at a 161. I thought it was a lot of boards, going to kick my butt. Turns out, couldn't be further from the truth. It actually fit me quite well. Jones' philosophy on the solution is they want you to get a lot of your float from the length. So if you want a little bit more float, they want you to go longer. But this board is an amazing combination of features that just works really, really well. We're looking at a pretty narrow waist width, and we have a pretty long effective edge, and we have a nice solid amount of camber underfoot, right? So together, this gets a really nice personality to this board. Jones is going to tell you this is more for their, again, intermediate to advanced rider. And I would say the combination of, again, waist width, a nice long 9.1 meter radius, but again, the 3D contouring on the tip and tail, it just makes it really easy to ride. It's really catch free. And again, despite that long on paper 9 meter radius, you can make any turn shape you want on this board. I've been really happy with it. It's quite versatile.
And as you know, we put out honest, objective, unbiased reviews without any brand oversight. And we can do that thanks to the support of shops like Blower Board Shop. They have a strong presence online. So if you want to support The Good Ride and keep objective reviews flowing, check out Blower Board Shop, click through our links, and see if something works for you there.
Let's see how the Jones solution defines a solution of flex. So look at the full board, right? We've got a pretty medium-ish to medium firm to even, let's say, borderline stiff flex. Look at the whole board. If we segment this out, it gets a little bit different though. If we go from middle of the board, this is quite stiff, and that tail is really, really rigid, right? So a lot of that bone we get comes from that much softer nose. This nose is not at all floppy, but it definitely has considerably more flex from the nose, okay? So this is a board which you can lay over, you can flat base. It's gonna keep nice purchase on the snow. So don't let this stiff flex fool you. The amazing thing this board does, it's not just features, it's a package, right? If you look at the nice 3D contour bevels in the nose and then back on the tail as well, this board just rolls effortlessly side to side. So if you're somebody who's newer to the sport of splitting, but you've definitely committed, you're gonna find this board meets you where you are now and grows with you. I'm a big, big fan. And again, while Jones defines this as an intermediate to advanced board, I would have no problems at all sticking somebody who's committed to getting out there and getting after it on a solution. Taking the solution apart, we have really, really nice Karakoram clips up at the nose and the tail, right? So super simple, just gonna flick these guys apart, detension, open up at the nose as well, flip, flip, and now we got our two pieces. So how does this board climb? A few key features make this a really, really amazing alpine weapon. So number one, we've got disrupted side cut on both the outer and inner edges that gives you really nice solid purchase. And the key thing about this board is width, right? While we all love a wide board to surf soft snow, you have to realize that skin tracks are not that nice, and they're usually set by skiers on much narrower boards with hard boots, right? This narrow, disrupted side cut edge makes it really easy to get pressure on inside and outside as you're going up the hill. I'm a big, big fan, and again, when you're chasing your ski buddies around, this honestly is a game changer compared to every other split I've ever tried. Now, when we look at the Flexus board itself, you gotta remember a few things here, right? We've got a medium kind of overall flex of this board, but it's concentrated very much underfoot. So it does give you a little spring out the step, and I do feel a little bit more efficient touring on this board versus most others. But this board does have a lot of early rise. So if you're looking at being the person who's breaking trail, it's really easy to keep those tips up and not plow snow ahead of you. I'm a big fan. Again, Jeremy Jones knows a thing or two about mountaineering, and if you said, I want to design a board for huge days out in the Alpine, that's it. So how does this board feel on the way down? I'm gonna be blunt with you. Jones sent a bunch of boards for me to check out, and if you've been to any trailhead in the world, you're gonna notice a 2-to-1 ratio of Jones solutions versus everything else. They're out there, they're common, they're mainstream. I didn't really want to ride this board. I'm a tinker, I like to play with different shapes. This thing blew my mind. It was so incredibly versatile, so easy to ride, so just dial up for the terrain. Again, the combination of a long effective edge and a narrow waist width makes it easy to get over on edge. It's just an easy to ride board. It holds like no tomorrow. It's got some power. It won't chatter at speed. And again, it's a pure mountaineering mission tool. So I was incredibly happy with it. You know, again, it's got some forgiveness built into it. You can rail this thing, you can power through, don't get me wrong, but if you need to dial back, if you're in some sketchy terrain, you're a little bit nervous, don't worry, the board's not gonna override you. You can make this thing do exactly what you want. So how this board feels on snow, one word is composed. While the tip may flutter a little bit at super high speed, it doesn't resonate back underfoot. It's again, keeping in control. I would say that the best thing I can say about this board is no surprises, right? When you're out there and things are on the edge and you're on some icy side hills and you have must commit, no fall zones, this board's not gonna be your enemy, it's gonna be your friend. I would say base glide is definitely best in class. This 9000 series base glides better than anything I've ever ridden. All Jones bases are amazing and no problem at all here. I would say, you know, this board again is going to be compared to a lot of straight on free ride boards, which while they ride really well, really high speed, they can be a little bit of a handful at low speed moves. This board is not that. I'd say it handles very, very well for what it is, while keeping composed and keeping capable for those times when you have to make your moves, have to make your turns. It's gonna bring a lot of smiles. I would say this is, in summary, an incredibly versatile all mountaineering board designed to take you to the most amazing peaks, the most amazing downhills, and the most amazing time with your friends and your community. Hope you have a blast on it.